Hey Libra, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your small story reading. So for these readings, they're a quicker glimpse into what's going on in this moment of your life whenever you find yourself coming to this reading. So they're kind of quick and dirty compared to the larger monthly shift readings. And for these readings, I've been drawn to grab books off of the shelf. Many times the books jump out at me like, I'm supposed to read for Scorpio, or I have something to say to Libra. Okay, so today this book jumped out, The Devil in Massachusetts, actually one of my favorite books. It's by Marion L. Starkey, and it is a beautifully narrated history of the witch trials in Salem, Massachusetts, and it just develops characters really beautifully. It's such a gorgeous book. And I was drawn to two pages. The first one here, I'll just show you because I think all we need to see is really the title of the chapter, which is Democracy for Witches. And as I picked up this book, I was like, whoa, Libra, what's going on? What is this? And it's so Libran in the sense that Libra rules over the Justice card in the tarot, and the passage that's coming through here. I'll just read it to you. It says, let's see. Willard of Boston had been working on the judges, 3 of whom were in his congregation, and though as a friend reported, he had met with little but unkindness and abuse, and had indeed been cried out on by the accusers, he did not desist. Indeed, he is believed to have gone so far as to have published anonymously a dialogue between S and B, in which it was suggested that the accusers were scandalous persons, liars, and loose in their conversation, and even at best disqualified as humane witnesses by the very fact of their affliction. Spectral evidence he renounced utterly. If the fact may be done, and yet the persons doing it be innocent of the crime, the verdict is merely conjectural, said his B, presumably Boston himself. And the man dies by will and doom, whereas God hath not granted to man such a power over another's lives. You are an admirable advocate of witches, finally said S. scathingly. It was a retort which Willard must have often heard. Interesting here that we have essentially, everything that's going on in the political climate here in the US with all of the impeachment stuff. And here we have a passage essentially about a whistleblower. Someone stepping up and being an advocate of witches. Someone stepping up and saying no one has such a power over other people's lives. No one has the power to accuse people of this based on what evidence, So this person is coming through as an advocate of witches, which despite, being met with unkindness and abuse, been cried out on by the accusers, he did not desist. I think that's what's important coming through here for you, Libra. I'm just going to mark this page in case we have to come back to it. Okay, really interesting. Justice here. Speaking that card speaking up now in Libra season. I love it. So to me, that's just like your presence, your concern with balance and fairness and what is right, and what is just coming through in your reading already. So I'm excited to see where we go here now with the next World Tarot. In terms of how that will connect into the cards that come forward. All right. What is the small story that wants to come through here for Libra? I usually fan the deck out and choose 3, but I'm being told to cut the deck and choose the cards off the top. So that is what I will do. Yep. Heck yes. Okay, beautiful. So here's what's coming out, Libra. The Sun, revolution, and the escape plan. The Knight of Swords. Okay, so essentially what we're looking at here, especially in light of the passage that just came through, I mean, come on. Revolution, defend the sacred. Here we have people, you know, possibly indigenous folks. We've got people in the Middle East. There's all sorts of energy showing up of this land is sacred, you will not drill. Okay, you cannot come in and mine this for your own purposes. And the card says revolution. This is Mars and Scorpio, which we are heading towards here. Looking towards revolution. It says no blood for oil. No blood for oil. The parallels with that passage that came out. You do not have the right to take another's life. You don't have the power in that way, you know, okay? So someone coming forward and being the agent of change, someone coming forward and saying, no, you cannot do this. This, we will not allow it. We will defend what is right, what is just, what is true. So this card's called Revolution in this deck. It's the Tower in other decks. This is the moment of change. It's the moment of we will not stand for this. This tower must crumble. This tower, your ivory tower, or the ruler's castle must fall. Okay? And then we have, you know, just following right after that is the escape plan. It's interesting, this came out in the Scorpio reading for the Scorpio small story as well. Okay, the Knight of Swords, the escape plan. The Knight of Swords moves quickly, swiftly, maybe delivering some truth. It's interesting. It's like, here's the need for revolution, the tower crumbling, the huge agent of change that comes through and shifts, shakes the foundations that are faulty. This is a faulty foundation. No, we will not stand for it. It gets shaken up in the name of justice. And then bam, the escape plan. How we escape capitalism, or how we escape the overlord energy that's present in that passage. This idea of the government or a council of people having the power to determine the innocence or guilt of of accused witches. We got to escape from this. That's the idea here. We got to escape from this. What's the escape plan? And I think the plan becomes quite clear. Oh my gosh, look at this. Okay, so we have the Revolution card, and I've never really noticed this in the license plate in the front. Check out what it says. Revolution now. Okay, so if this is everything, the tension building to the point of like everything crumbling, then this is like, if this is a tower crumbling or catching on fire, this is you escaping that blow, escaping from this thing that has got to fall down now. Revolution now, and we're out of here. Coming in with the sword of truth, by the way. Hey, Libra. This is major justice energy. Somebody is enacting justice, and it's really, it's interesting. We have the sun here, which is behind all of it, because this is what it looks like in the spread. The sun is behind all of this. This could be a person. This could be you, representing you, Libra. It's a very childlike, joyful energy. It is Leo energy. There could be a Leo that you're dealing with. Or the Leo side of you, maybe. The side that is moving towards illumination, towards the light of day. You know, the light, the sun rises and we see the light of day. We see things for what they are. We see the truth in the clear light of day. There's something about that. It's like you gain some clarity. There could be a child involved, just because there's a child right here. A child being behind all of this, or the reason for all of this revolution, perhaps. Or the childlike part of you, okay? But whatever this is, however this is playing out for you, there's some moment of realization of what happiness actually is, and what like joy and truth and illumination actually is. And then that takes you into, boom, revolution, Knight of Swords. And this is major energy, because we've got two major arcanas and a fast moving knight. Knight energy is about action, movement. Okay, so this is huge change happening swiftly. Taking action on something to create revolution. Libra, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to find out. Okay, so I'm going to keep pulling cards here with the Next World Tarot. I'm going to use some other decks to clarify if that is something that you'd be interested in, because this is resonating with you in some way. You're having some sort of upheaval of your life, or some sort of like revolution within your own life, this like sense of justice being served. If all of this is resonating with you and you want to see how this plays out in the extended, you can follow the link below over to Vimeo, where you can purchase that extended instantly. All right, and you'll be able to view that immediately. And if you're not sure, stick around at the end here. I'm going to show a little quick preview of what that extended reading gets into, so you can see if this continues to resonate with you more specifically, because this is a pretty general energy that came out. I want to keep pulling cards and get the specific scenario. What's going on here? What's the revolution? What's this tower that's crumbling? What's this quick, you know, what's the escape plan? What is this all about? Okay, so we're going to dive into this and see what wants to come through. Okay, interesting. I'm actually being told to pull a postcard from the liminal space before we close this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Libra. It is your birthday after all, right? Okay. What else can you tell us about this revolution for Libra? More image of the tower. It says the primary problem with language is its magic. The primary problem with language is its magic, its potency. Words are so powerful, and they have the ability to build a tower and also to crumble that tower. There's something here because of all of the people in this tower. They're all like having interactions with one another all of them seem to be, mostly one-on-one interactions, exchanges in some way. So this could be playing out very much as part of a one-on-one type situation that needs justice now, that needs revolution, that needs, there's a need to escape from a tower that is actively crumbling. And communication, words, language, communication with the sword here seems to be the agent of change in that, and also your way out, Libra. Really interesting. Okay, so we're going to keep pulling cards and see what else we can get about this energy. If you're into it, stick around. All right. Libra, thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself. Happy birthday. And I'll talk to you soon. This is you are escaping this crumbling tower in the name of protection. This is about protection. And I think that like standing up to whatever this is absolutely your way of protecting yourself from what is clearly decaying. Decay, release, let go of this. Retreat. The escape plan and retreat, Libra. Get out of here. Get out of this. Get out of this.